Okay, this is a preview for race 4 from Cranbourne on Friday evening. Found one at a bit of a decent price here in the form of number 7, Deep Purple. 7 into 6.5, we expect it to firm a little bit further. The Gay Waterhouse yard is flying at the moment and has the favourite Almalita on the 2.60 line. We expect that to drift out a little bit further. A little bit concerned about the upside associated with that horse, while Deep Purple seems to be on a bit of an upward spiral and going in the right direction as a lightly tried stayer. So let's take a look at why we like Deep Purple. Okay, so this is a 2,540 metre benchmark 64 handicap, and we really like to find a horse that's, on an upward spiral and looks a city class stayer on the make in a race like this. And Deep Purple really fits that bill. He's bred to stay a trip. He's by Illustrious Blue, who's a bit of an unknown and underrated size, son of Dan Silly. Dan Silly's flying at the moment, getting staying size sons like Reliable Man. He's getting Derby and Oaks winners and horses staying over trips during the carnival with his early season 3-year-olds. Illustrious Blue's no different. He's starting to show signs of getting progeny that will stay a trip, as one would expect. And this one has won 2 of its last 3 starts. I'm going to start off just by having a quick look at the pedigree of Deep Purple first. Okay, as we said, Deep Purple is by Illustrious Blue, son of Dan Seeley, as we said before, out of a sedative mare, Red Geisha. So there's a little bit of speed put onto the bottom half of this pedigree, but we're not too concerned about that, as this one picks up enough stoutness in the top half of its pedigree through Illustrious Blue. And Illustrious Blue was a Group 2 winning stay over a staying trip himself in the UK from memory. He won the Goodwood Cup at Group 2 level as a 5-year-old. He's also first at Group 3 level as a 2-year-old as well. So he trained on and he's showing signs that he's getting good staying horses. Now let's just have a look at the form around Deep Purple. Now it's worth noting that Deep Purple started to put it all together 4 starts ago back here, where he ran second to Pressing Matters, Barashino back in 3rd. That form's been franked to a major degree. He was nosed on the line. He was strong through the line as well that day, coming from midfield. Came out and franked that form next start, breaking his mate in at Bendigo over Matthias and Deadwood. Won by a good margin, 1.2 lengths. Strong through the line once again. For a 25k tag, usually those staying maidens are some of the better ones in Victoria. Now, interestingly, he was on a 10-day backup next start, where he was 4th to Sophony Rose, and he did look a little bit flat in one pace through the line, but that was a pretty good race, and the form's worked out okay out of it. And we're not sure if he handled the quick backup there, but the thing to note here is he's also off on a quick backup off his last win at Mornington, and it's that win at Mornington that we're going to have a quick look at, and it stands up left, right, and centre from a form perspective. The horse that was second home won its maiden over this trip won over this trip when it got out to this trip last preparation. It was only 4th up. It was expected to perform over this sort of distance now, so the form sort of stacks up. 3rd horse home, only beaten 1.15. Only a winner 1 of 26, but by Briambo's gift, who's a son of Danehill, and they do tend to stay a trip and be better over staying trips. So we'll look a little bit past that, and if you go to the actual race result, you can see there's good margins back to 4th, 5th, 6th, and further back in this large field. So this is where the form's going to get interesting. The 4th horse home was beaten 2.9, only beaten 1.2 by Zophany Rose the start before, and was a 3.5 length winner the start before that. That sort of franks that form back to Zophany Rose to say it might have been a bit flat. Deep Purple 2 starts ago when it was 4th to Zophany Rose, beaten 3.6 lengths. That's a 5-length turnaround at the end of the day, so there's something going on there for sure. Now, the 5th horse home, beaten 3 lengths, was only beaten 1.8 lengths by Don't Shoot for a 25k BM64 the start before, similar to what this takes on here, so that lines up well for Deep Purple. It was only 3.5 off the Smart Starberland over 2,000 the start before that as well. And the 6th horse home, beaten 5 lengths. Well, it's done nothing the couple of starts before, but, 10th of 12 and 10th of 12 beaten such big margins, you'd have to think that it's only really starting to put together some sort of resemblance of form now, and that makes sense because it's going 1600, 24, 1950, 24, 15. So it's stepping up in trip and getting to trips that it obviously does like, and you'll see it's winning distances at 2100 to 3000 metres. So this horse is expected to prove getting up to this sort of trip. So from a form perspective, we can see that Deep Purple's above the level required to win here, while if we have a look at the favourite in the race, from the Waterhouse yard, Almelita, comes through a pretty weak BM58 18k win at Kilmore, where it made all and only just held on a soft 5 over 1900 metres to win by 0.1 of a length. Stretching out to a longer trip here in a better race, we're really concerned about being able to hold sway. So, yeah, what we like here, rather good quality bet, rather good value. We're going Cranbourne, race 4, number 7, Deep Purple, each way 650 and 2.05.